Carol Peletier, one of the most compelling characters from The Walking Dead.
Could be mean. It's pretty romantic.
Today, we're exploring the top most hardcore moments that transformed Carol from a timid housewife into an actual badass and fan favorite of the show. Let's begin our journey through Carol's evolution from the early days of the apocalypse to her recent adventures with Daryl Dixon. When we first meet Carol in Season 1, she's introduced as a meek, abused housewife struggling to protect her daughter, Sophia, from her absolute punk of a husband, Ed. Shout out to Shane on this one, letting him know off rip that shit isn't cool. In these early episodes, we see Carol constantly walking on eggshells trying to avoid Ed's wrath, while simultaneously attempting to maintain a sense of normalcy for Sophia in the midst of an apocalypse. In just the first couple of episodes, we witness a turning point for Carol. During a walker attack on the camp, Ed becomes one of the victims, and rightfully so. While initially traumatized by the violent nature of his death, this event ultimately frees Carol from him. As she takes a pickaxe to Ed's corpse to prevent the walker activation, we see the first glimmer of the strength that lies within her. This moment marks the beginning of her journey towards independence and self-reliance. The disappearance of Sophia at the start of Season 2 sets off a chain of events that profoundly impact Carol's character. Throughout the first half of the season, we see Carol torn between hope and despair as the group searches for her daughter. The eventual revelation in the mid-season finale, Pretty Much Dead Already, shows that Sophia has been turned into a walker and was in the barn damn near the whole time, culminating into a devastating blow to Carol. This tragedy becomes a catalyst for Carol's transformation into a badass. In the aftermath, we see her begin to harden, realizing that she must adapt to survive in this harsh new world. The loss of Sophia pushes Carol to become stronger, more resourceful, and less dependent on others for protection. During the group's time at the prison, which spans across Seasons 3 and 4, we see Carol truly start to come into her own. The relative stability of the prison allows her to focus on developing skills that will prove crucial for survival. We see Carol take the initiative to learn crucial medical skills. Recognizing the need for more people with medical knowledge, she asks Herschel to teach her how to perform a C-section in preparation for Lori's impending childbirth. This proactive approach showcases her growing confidence and determination to be useful to the group. It's already a stretch from the Carol we meet in Season 1, who would have been too timid to even suggest such a thing. In Season 4, the prison community faces a deadly flu outbreak. Carol makes the difficult and controversial decision to kill and burn the bodies of two sick group members, Karen and David, in an attempt to prevent the spread of the illness. This moment highlights Carol's willingness to make tough decisions for the greater good, even at personal cost. It's a decision that will haunt her and impact her relationships later down the road, particularly with Tyrese. Towards the tail end of Season 4, the episode The Grove is perhaps one of the most defining moments in Carol's transformation. After the fall of the prison, Carol finds herself caring for Lizzie and Mika, along with Judith and Tyrese. The episode builds to a horrifying climax when Carol realizes that Lizzie, in her disturbed state, has killed her sister Mika and was planning to do the same to baby Judith. I was like, oh hell no, this little girl is insane.
No. We have to wait.
Faced with the realization that Lizzie is a danger to others and cannot survive in this world, Carol makes the gut-wrenching decision to execute her. Straight savage energy. For any parent, this is one of the hardest things to ever imagine doing. This moment cements Carol's cutthroat status as a character willing to do whatever it takes to protect her loved ones, no matter how painful. The famous line, "Look at the flowers,"
Just look at the flowers.
becomes one of the most haunting, memorable, and intense moments of the series. One of Carol's most badass moments was when she said to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all the awesome content. Okay, cool. You're subscribed. Let's get back to the video. The experiences at the prison and in the Grove have forged Carol into a formidable survivor. This transformation is put to the test in spectacular fashion when the group faces their next major threat, Terminus. Carol's assault on Terminus in the Season 5 premiere is arguably her most badass moment in the entire series. With the core group captured by the cannibalistic Terminus community, Carol single-handedly orchestrates their rescue. Disguising herself as a walker, she uses fireworks to create a distraction and blows up a propane tank, causing chaos in Terminus. She then infiltrates the compound, taking down multiple enemies and freeing her friends. This sequence showcases Carol's tactical skills, resourcefulness, and sheer determination. It's a complete transformation from the Carol we met in Season 1, and it firmly establishes her as one of the most capable and dangerous survivors in the group. The Terminus arc represents the culmination of Carol's journey from victim to protector. She is no longer just surviving. She's actively saving others and demonstrating how far she's come since the early days of the apocalypse.
Did you do that?
As the series progresses, Carol's character becomes more complex. She struggles with the weight of her actions and often grapples with her identity. In Season 6, we see Carol begin to wrestle with PTSD and the emotional toll of her experiences. Honestly, who could blame her? Episodes like The Same Boat show Carol struggling with the violence she's had to commit. She begins to question whether she can continue to kill to protect her group, leading to her temporary departure from Alexandria. This eternal conflict adds depth to the character, showing that becoming strong doesn't mean being cold-blooded. Carol's journey isn't just about becoming physically strong or tactically smart. It's also about navigating the emotional landscape of this post-apocalyptic world. Carol's mindset during the Whisperer War demonstrates her evolution into a formidable strategist and fighter. After the Whisperers killed her adopted son Henry, Carol becomes consumed with the desire for revenge against their leader, Alpha, an absolute psycho who also was a complete savage in her own right.
I look at you and I feel nothing at all. Is that right?
Her relentless pursuit of Alpha, often at the expense of group safety or strategy, shows both her strength and her flaws. Episodes like Walk With Us showcase Carol's craftiness as she works with Negan to finally bring down Alpha. This story highlights how far Carol has come, capable of orchestrating the downfall of entire communities. Yet, it also demonstrates the toll her journey has taken, as her single-minded focus on revenge threatens to alienate her from her friends.
Took you long enough.
As The Walking Dead main series concludes, Carol's story continues, intertwining with that of her closest friend and ally, Daryl Dixon. Their relationship, which has been a constant thread throughout the series, takes center stage in the newest spinoff. In the new series, we see Carol's determination to find Daryl after he ends up in France, which in this world, traveling overseas is actually insane to start with. Just saying. This showcases her loyalty and the strength of their bond, which has been a constant throughout the series. We see Carol navigating new territories and challenges, demonstrating that her growth and adaptability continued even after all those years. This new chapter in Carol's story brings her journey full circle. From the woman who once depended on others for protection, she's now the one venturing into the unknown to save her friend. It's a testament to how far she's come, while also highlighting the one constant in her life, her connection with Daryl. It proves that even after all she's been through, Carol still has the strength and resilience to face new challenges and continue evolving into the ultimate badass. From a timid housewife to a complex, multifaceted survivor, Carol Peletier's journey is one of the most compelling character arcs in television history. Her transformation reminds us that strength can be found in the most unexpected places, and that even in the darkest times, it's possible to reinvent oneself and find inner power. Carol's story is a testament to human resilience and the capacity for growth. Thanks for watching.